And off we go from Denver. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The leading rusher in NCAA history from Youngstown State, here's Jaleel McLaughlin. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
I always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man, and are you going to win that battle? You're going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground, because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot.
Here's Nix. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it will be Falcon football. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll throw with Penix. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Now Penix. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Looking to throw, Penix. That's complete to Mooney. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here's Penix. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
2nd down and 3. To the air, Penix.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Robinson.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta.
His 12th rushing touchdown, his 16th overall. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Broncos at 2-8 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
You talk about this Falcon defense.
They're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And looking to throw, Penix. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. These two teams all tied after 1. Two yards still to go. Third down now.
Here we go.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
On the handoff, McLaughlin. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Third and 8. Nix to the air. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And looky there, Charles, just acquired, already making an impact on the defensive side of the football.
Maybe not a superstar, but he does a few things well, and I think they'll emphasize that in his new role with this team.
A play fake. Now Penix.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
They'll look to throw here.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage need.
Oh, a poor throw there, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over here up near the 40.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
Throwing Nix. He'll air this one out for Mims.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
2nd and 6. Oh, now Moore going to get a chance to run.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down.
3rd and 12.
They're going to look to throw.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards that time for number 14.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. Right back to Pitts again.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Myles Jack there to make the tackle.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Kyle Pitts,
as the first half is winding down.
And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Now it's Nix. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
To kick off for the Broncos.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll go play action here with Penix.
Flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
A rough play there for the first-year quarterback, and that's a skill he'll pick up as he gains more experience in the NFL. Recognizing situations where he might have to take the sack and finding a way to minimize the lost yardage in those situations. But for now, a big loss is the result of this one.
That one deep for London.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And he works free.
And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Here's Nix. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Trey Flowers picks it, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season, and in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
They'll throw with Penix. He'll fire deep, looking for more.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
And the Broncos are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And all the way down to the 40-yard line.
A huge play there for Denver. 54 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. To throw is Nix. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
To throw, here's Nix. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself, because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's it?
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons.
Kyle Pitts
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
First catch here for London, and also a 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Will go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be second down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Here's Penix.
Flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right.
Let's go. Track 60.
Penix to the air once more.
Being chased out left.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And now, is it 4th down? No, it's 3rd down. And the field goal unit is out onto the field. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And that is no good. He pulled it just a wee bit wide left. And this will remain an 11-point spread. Well, I tell you, I thought either the scoreboard was wrong or I was wrong or both. But that was an attempt for a field goal on 3rd down, and it was no good as well.
And I'm trying to wrap what little brain I have around why this would be a good idea. But I cannot come up with a logical explanation for that one.
Yeah, well, my brain's smaller, so I can't either here. I don't know what they were doing. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Jalen Virgil.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Broncos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, well, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 3 quarters in the books.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That's Drew Sanders who got in there and dropped him.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. Looking to throw, Penix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
And looking to throw, Penix. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Moore, the motion man. To the air, Penix.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that'll push the lead up to 8.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
That's good. 4 on Denver Broncos.
Nix to the air. Same connection. Dulcich once again.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
Throwing Nix. Oh, that is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7.
Nix looking to throw again.
Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
After his fumble earlier, this rookie's making sure he hangs on to the ball this time around. Still don't want to see him taking these hits this often, or turnovers becoming a persistent problem. But you understand why he had to be careful there.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
18 Rattler.
Back to throw. Nix. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They'll set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
19, Tiger.
Robinson up the middle.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
19. 18, right in. Go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Second and 10.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Penix.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up. That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
And he can't get a throw off. up. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Grady Jarrett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
And they'll get him down here at the 23.
Short game last two plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense are saying go right ahead with those.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Go, Reed. Go. Hup.
Back to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Flush to his right.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. They're going. It's Nix.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons are close to finishing off this football game. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Atlanta, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.